The Book of Giants, a text with 2,000 years of antiquity, describes the Nephilim. More than 60 years ago, excavations at the Qumran caves of Dead Sea revealed almost 1,000 ancient scrolls that offered important glimpses of humanity's past. Archaeologists were surprised to find so many unusual texts, and among them a roll of paper that offers clues about the Nephilim. It's called the Book of Giants. Let's review the ancient stories about these beings. The Bible makes several references to the Nephilim, and most can be found in the book of Genesis. Most of the information concerning these giants of antiquity come from the apocryphal book of Enoch. This ancient Jewish religious work is attributed to Noah's great-grandfather, although some scholars date parts of it to around 300 BC. Enoch is a disconcerting character. The book of Genesis tells us that he lived on earth for 365 years before being taken up by God. He walked with God, and he was gone because God took him. During his time here, our planet was also inhabited by angels who interacted freely with humans and eventually crossed paths with the daughters of men and gave birth to a race of abnormal strong hybrids and giants called Nephilim. The origin of the word Nephilim is not fully understood, but scholars have proposed several etymologies: the fallen, apostate, or these that cause others to fall. Regardless of their nature, the Nephilim have always been a synonym for giants. The Book of Giants, found in the Qumran caves, offer a different perspective from that of the Book of Enoch. Although incomplete, the fragments of the scrolls paint a grim picture. The Nephilim became aware that, as a result of their violent and deviant forms, they faced imminent destruction, and that it scared them enough to ask Enoch to speak in their name on their behalf before God. The text begins by detailing how the Nephilim plagued the earth and everything that lived in it, but once everyone begins to receive the prophetic dreams of fate, fear seeps into their hearts. The first to have these dreams was Mahweh, the Titan son of the angel Barakel. In his dream, he saw a tablet being submerged in the water. Then the tablet emerged, but all but 3 names had been removed. This symbolizes a flood and subsequent destruction of all, except the children of Noah. At the time, this fact had not become evident to the Nephilim, so they debated the meaning of Mahweh's dream, but they were not successful in interpreting the signs. And soon after, 2 more giants, Ohia and Hachya, the children of the fallen angel Shemi-Haza, began to have similar dreams. They dreamed of a tree being uprooted, except for 3 of its roots. After this, the rest of the group of giants began to have apocalyptic dreams. Then 2 of them had dreams, and the dream of their eyes had fled before them. And getting up, he came to and told him his dreams, and told him in the assembly of his companions, the monsters, "My dream I was seeing this night, and there was a garden, the gardeners and those who were watering, 200 trees, and great buds came out from its root. All the water and the fire burned all the garden. They found the giants to tell them the dream." The giants have revealed the prophetic nature of their dreams and sought the help of Enoch. Unfortunately, Enoch had already disappeared from the face of the earth, so the chosen Nephilim, one of its members, made a cosmic journey in order to find him. Mahweh poured into the air like strong winds and flew with his hands like eagles, left behind the inhabited world and passed over desolation, the great desert, and Enoch saw it and greeted him, and Mahweh said to him, here and there, for the second time for Mahweh, the giants await his words, and all the monsters of the earth. If it has been taken from the days of its, and that would be added, we would like to hear from you its meaning, 200 trees that came down from heaven. These are the parts of the scriptures, of course. Now, unfortunately, parts of the rolls were damaged without possibility of repair, but the description of the text is obvious. One of the Nephilim traveled off the earth in search of Enoch and his powers of vision interpretation. The text becomes very interesting if we substitute some terms and consider it not as an allegorical story, but as a description of an actual event whose meaning became confused in time. If we consider flying hands like eagles a metaphor, can we hypothesize that Yahweh took off from earth in a spaceship? In this case, does desolation, the great desert, refer to the interstellar space? It depends on how far we're willing to interpret a fragment of a 2,000-year-old scroll. Enoch sends Yahweh back from where he came from, promising that he'll speak to God on his behalf. Unfortunately for the Nephilim, the Enoch tablets sent to them did not bring them good news. The Enoch scribe, a copy of the second tablet that Enoch sent in the same part of Enoch the scribe observed, in the name of God the Great, and a saint for Shemihaza and all his companions. Let it be known that you have not, and the things you have done, and that your wives, them with your children, and the wives of your children for your debauchery on earth, and there has been over you, and the earth is crying out, and the complaint that you and your children's acts, the harm you have done to him, to the world. Until Raphael appears, behold, the destruction is approaching, a great flood will destroy all living beings, and what is in the deserts and the seas, and the meaning of matter about you as evil, but now untie the bonds that tie you to evil and pray. This is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.